Kris Jenner. Friendly reminder, Jenner's daughter, Kim Kardashian, recently criticized for making fun of the Where's Kate drama.
Meghan Markle just got a rude Hollywood awakening, and it came courtesy of none other than reality TV queen Kim Kardashian.
Which, again, bullying the Princess of Wales. Meghan probably should not be aligning herself.
Once rumored to be a potential A-list ally, Kim K has officially backed away from Team Sussex, and she didn't exactly tiptoe out. Remember when Meghan and Harry were the toast of Hollywood? Just a few years ago, the Duke and Duchess were the showbiz hottest import, signing multi-million-dollar deals. But fast forward to now, and things are looking a lot less royal and a whole lot more awkward. Their latest Netflix passion project, Polo, didn't exactly gallop into glory.
The average star rating for this is 2 stars, I think, and it's not made the Netflix top 10 in any single country, I don't think. So
instead, it stumbled straight into flop territory. Critics weren't kind, and viewers were even worse. As if that wasn't enough, Vanity Fair just published a brutal expose that didn't spare a single sugar-coated detail. And now, the cherry on this crumbling cake, Kim Kardashian has reportedly distanced herself from the couple, and according to insiders, she's not the only celeb doing so. Word is, A-listers are quietly ghosting the Sussexes, nervous that collaborating might invite more drama than glamour.
I think that a lot of people and celebrities and companies are distancing themselves from the Sussexes because they do seem to be a flop.
But what really stung? Kim's shady swipe has gone viral. She didn't name names, but fans put 2 and 2 together, and the internet isn't letting Meghan forget it. Hollywood insiders are whispering that Meghan and Harry are starting to give off try-hard energy. Here's what's interesting, though. It wasn't always like this. At one point, it looked like Meghan and Harry were poised to cozy up with the Kardashian empire. Meghan's mom, Doria Ragland, was once spotted rubbing shoulders with Kim and Kris Jenner.
And Doria went unaccompanied by her daughter. According to the reports, though, the Duchess is doing the opposite of taking herself away from the limelight.
And Meghan and Harry were even said to have mingled with Kris at Ellen and Portia's vow renewal. But behind the scenes, the glam team-up is said to have fizzled. Why? Well, as one insider told Closer magazine, Kim isn't about to hitch her billion-dollar brand to a controversy magnet. As much as Kim respects her mom, Kris's support for them, she doesn't want to be associated with anyone that's controversial, the source revealed. And just when you thought it couldn't get more awkward, Meghan is reportedly still trying to make fetch happen with the Kardashians,
who are absolutely desperate for attention. I wouldn't be surprised if the Duchess of Sussex is trying to be the next Kim Kardashian.
Word is, she's now setting her sights on a dinner date with Kourtney Kardashian instead, apparently gushing over her Poosh brand and her Lemmy supplements. But insiders are already questioning this sudden change and calling the move a bit, well, transparent. She and Kourtney are actually a lot alike, a source dished, and it seems Meghan sees more than just surface-level synergy. She's reportedly hoping that shared values and shared friends might be her ticket in. Both women are close with Sky Hoppus, wife of Blink-182's Mark Hoppus. Kourtney bonded with Sky through her marriage to Travis Barker, while Meghan already counts Sky among her inner circle. But that's not all. Meghan's already mapping out the next double date. Sources claim she's convinced Prince Harry would totally vibe with Travis Barker, calling the potential meetup fun, and exactly the kind of fresh, carefree energy she wants in her life. Still, the vibe today is a far cry from what it was just 6 years ago. Back then, Kim Kardashian was one of Meghan and Harry's loudest celebrity cheerleaders. When asked about the royal couple during an appearance at the Armenia Tech Convention in Yerevan, Kim didn't hold back her support. The reality star, then 38 and already a global media powerhouse, stood firmly behind the Sussexes, praising their efforts to make a difference. "They're not perfect, and neither am I," Kim said. She added, "Nobody's perfect, but I support people who try to do good and make the right choices." Kim even drew parallels between herself and Meghan, calling attention to how both had to navigate intense public scrutiny and still find their own paths. But the support doesn't just end there. In 2019, the Duchess and Duke of Sussex had just wrapped up a widely praised 10-day tour of Africa, championing causes from women's empowerment to children's health.
Getting down to business within hours after arriving in Cape Town earlier this morning. Here in Yanga, they are focusing on violence against women.
They were stepping into their roles as global humanitarians, aligning themselves with the Every Mind Matters campaign in the UK. Harry had even teamed up with Oprah Winfrey to create a mental health docuseries he hoped would save lives. Despite the glowing headlines, they weren't immune to controversy, though. That same summer, the couple came under fire for what critics called environmental hypocrisy. It looked like they were publicly urging people to reduce their carbon footprint while flying across Europe in private jets.
Today with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Now, they have once again come under criticism this week after a lot of people have labelled them hypocrites because they've taken 4 private jet flights in just 11 days.
The backlash was loud, but so were their defenders. And one of them was Kim Kardashian herself. At the time, Kim spoke out in their defense. "I still love and appreciate the fact that they bring so much attention to such important movements that need to happen and things that they are really passionate about," she said. It was one of the few moments where Hollywood royalty came out vocally in support of actual royalty, and it felt sincere. During an intimate interview with The Sunday Project, Kim also welcomed host Lisa Wilkinson into her LA home for a cozy, candid conversation. It was then that Kim once again opened up about why she felt for Meghan and Harry. She saw Harry not just as a prince, but as the boy who lost his mother to the same lens of brutal paparazzi coverage that now hunted him and his wife. And as a mother herself, Kim admitted that above all, she understood their desperate need for safety, peace, and the right to disappear when the spotlight turned toxic. But Hollywood loyalty has an expiration date, and by the time Meghan was launching Jam and manifesting Martha Stewart vibes, the very family that once defended her was already changing sides. In what was meant to be her grand re-entry into the lifestyle world, Meghan's goop-inspired brand, American Riviera Orchard, quickly turned from buzzworthy to buzzkill.
This week, a Sussex insider claims that Meghan Markle is feeling upset by the response to her new product line, American Riviera Orchard. Why is the Duchess of Sussex not happy with how her brand has been received, Riley?
But guess what, though? It all unraveled when Kris Jenner decided she was out. Back in 2024, Meghan launched her highly curated lifestyle label with all the trimmings of a Hollywood power move. The first product was a dainty, rustic-looking jar of homemade strawberry jam, sent to a hand-picked list of celebrity insiders. Of course, this included none other than Momager-in-Chief Kris Jenner.
Yeah, so she sent it to a whole host of celebrities, the likes of Kris Jenner, Mindy Kaling, Tracy Ellis Ross, the daughter of Diana Ross.
But then things got a bit more complicated. You see, in March 2024, Kim sparked a lot of backlash with a now infamous Instagram post. On March 17th, the reality star shared a series of glam shots with the caption, "On my way to go find Kate." On the surface, it was harmless Kardashian sass. But considering the timing and knowing that Kate Middleton was still recovering from surgery and hadn't yet revealed her heartbreaking cancer diagnosis, the joke didn't land.
Because like I said earlier, Kim Kardashian teasing Kate right before we found out she has cancer, it doesn't look like the company that Meghan keeps is very good.
Critics called it insensitive, tone-deaf, and just plain cruel. But while Kim was getting dragged online, Kris Jenner was busy making moves that screamed damage control. The Kardashian matriarch followed Meghan Markle's freshly launched American Riviera Orchard Instagram account. And this happened just days after Meghan returned to the platform with a soft-focused beach teaser and whispers of a major lifestyle empire in the works. So was this a coincidence? Not likely. Kris Jenner doesn't do anything without a reason, especially on social media. For a hot second, it looked like Meghan had scored big. Kris played the Instagram game, posting a pic of the jam along with a polite thank you to the former Duchess of Sussex. Behind the scenes, Meghan was reportedly ecstatic. Sources said she believed Kris was officially on board, ready to sprinkle some Kardashian fairy dust on American Riviera Orchard and catapult her into wellness queen status. But then not much time had passed, and all Meghan got was radio silence. Insiders claimed Meghan was left chasing shadows, while Kris slowly backed away from the whole sticky situation.
For her, a lot of people are saying, obviously, Kris Jenner just didn't even bother opening the package for the longest time because the lemons there don't look in the best shape. And
turns out, Kris wasn't buying what Meghan was selling. Despite the fancy packaging and royal gloss, insiders said Kris didn't see a strong brand or a real plan. And if there's one thing Kris Jenner doesn't invest in, it's a flop with no follow-through.
Who cares what Kris Jenner gets a lot of stuff for free, and I bet she tosses half of it, if not most of it, and I bet that jam's already in the dumpster.
Meanwhile, Meghan's brand launch had been far from smooth. Aside from a few jars of jam and some Instagram reshares, American Riviera Orchard had offered nothing. Social media pages remained eerily empty, and fans who expected a glamorous rollout got radio silence instead.
So, Mark, there's a new story coming from the Daily Mail that says she has struggled to find a CEO for American Riviera.
It was just the latest blow in Meghan and Prince Harry's ongoing struggle to turn royal fame into Hollywood dominance. Since their dramatic exit from palace life in 2020, they've hustled for relevance in an industry that's not impressed by titles alone. When it comes to Kris Jenner, though, the story was a bit more complicated. You see, the cold shoulder from her didn't come out of nowhere. Rumors swirled at the time that Meghan and Harry were floating the idea of a reality-style docuseries after cozying up to the Kardashians. That didn't sit well with Kris, whose empire was built on cornering the reality TV space. The vibe went from collaboration to competition fast. And just as tensions with Kris Jenner quietly simmered into a cold war of clashing empires, along came Piers Morgan. Armed with a keyboard and zero-chill writing for the Daily Mail in 2021, he shredded Meghan Markle and Prince Harry in one of his most brutal rants to date, and no one was safe. He accused the couple of being walking contradictions. According to Piers, they ditched Britain for privacy, but then turned around and chased every camera they could find.
They wanted their privacy. They wanted to be left alone. All of these things. Since then, he's carried on, suing everyone that moves.
He called it a shameless, relentless orgy of self-publicizing, money-grabbing duplicity. It was classic Piers, unfiltered, unapologetic, and on the attack. But he didn't stop there. He claimed their entire brand was built on trashing the monarchy while still clinging to their royal titles. Then came the Kardashian comparison. Piers called them the royal version of the Kardashians. He claimed they had no real talent, just a knack for selling themselves out to the highest bidder.
If Meghan Markle thinks she's going to emerge from this to some kind of Princess Diana figure, she needs to think again. She's going to end up like a mini royal Kim Kardashian.
According to him, the only thing they were good at was airing their family drama for cash. And while the Kardashians owned their image, Piers accused Meghan and Harry of hiding behind a fake do-gooder mask. At least the Kardashians, he said, were honest about their billion-dollar TMI empire. Meghan and Harry, on the other hand, he said their whole compassion act was two-faced deceit, especially when it came to family. It wasn't long ago when Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were being laughed off as royal wannabe Kardashians by others, too. Back in 2022, royal expert Clemmy Moody mocked the Sussexes for what she called their desperate thirst for attention. Writing in The Sun, she didn't hold back. Clemmy dragged their Netflix docuseries for showing everything from cuddly selfies to teary confessions to intimate glimpses inside their $1.26 million Montecito mansion. The couple had claimed it wasn't a reality show, but viewers weren't buying it. Their team hit back furiously, Moody wrote, but then joked that even Harry looked eager to flex his Year 9 drama skills in the second trailer. Fast forward to 2025, and the tone has completely changed, especially in Hollywood. According to social media experts, Meghan is poised to become one of the most followed women on Instagram.
Means a lot, but clearly the other things that's going on is you get a sense that Meghan is in the reboot mode.
Speaking to the Daily Mail, he didn't mince words. There is no reason Meghan couldn't be earning Kardashian-level fees. For reference, Kim and Kylie can reportedly pull in $1 million or more for a single sponsored post.
And they're talking about the gross amounts of money she really could make right now as a Duchess influencer, up to $1 million a post if she does decide to.
But it's not just her Instagram that Meghan is thinking of monetizing. In fact, she has a plan, and it may be coming for the Kardashian crown. In her latest on-camera appearance, Meghan sat down with none other than Emma Grede, the British business dynamo behind Good American and Skims. Yep, those Skims, the shapewear giant co-founded with Kim Kardashian. Emma is the ultimate Kardashian insider and a boardroom beast in her own right. She's also the woman behind the hit podcast Aspire with Emma Grede, where she chats with the boldest names in the business. And recently, that bold name was Meghan Markle. The two women got real on everything, from building businesses to balancing mom life. But things took a crazier turn when Meghan hinted that a fashion line could be next. She teased that before launching her luxe lifestyle brand, As Ever, she seriously considered dipping into both beauty and fashion. And honestly, we've seen the signs. Just last month, Meghan quietly turned her Instagram into a personal lookbook, letting fans shop her wardrobe directly through a sleek little link at the top of her page. The days of guessing her coat brands and scouring the internet for her loafers are over. Emma didn't miss a beat either. She acknowledged what the world already knows. Meghan moves clothes like no one else. Have you been able to reconcile the fact that you have that type of influence? She asked, referencing how Meghan's outfits regularly sell out within minutes of being seen. Meghan's response was both humble and revealing. She admitted it's been that effect for years now and said her feelings around it have ebbed and flowed. But the biggest moment came when Meghan pointed out just how much other people have profited from her style. She's done letting others cash in while she watches from the sidelines. This isn't Meghan trying to keep up with the Kardashians. It's Meghan strategically entering their territory, only this time with palace polish, California cool, and a massive global fan base. And you best believe the Kardashians aren't going to like it.